And the Séder bowl, what does it have to do with it? The Séder bowl has to do with it that we have to undergo the same states with the mud and the charoset and the celery leaf and the Passover sacrifice, in Hebrew korban, coming from the word karov, to bring closer, that by bring a part of ours, a part of our ego, saying, I don't want to use it anymore, we're getting closer. Getting closer to what? To redemption, to the exit, to a new state. And all the rest of the signs that we have, the symbols. I can't get into the wisdom of Kabbalah now because it's going to be kind of hard, but the three matzot are the Keter, Chochmah, and Binah, and all the signs in the bowl. These are the Sfirot of Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, and the four glasses symbolize the will to receive. We'll come to the four glasses in a moment. About the bowl, you're saying that these are phases in our development. These are the same signs we went through, and therefore we're going exactly according to the same order through the bowl. That's why it's called the Seder, the order of Passover, the order of coming out. Pessach from the Hebrew meaning Pasach, to skip over, which is coming out of our previous tendency of life onto a new tendency. And it's arranged in a specific way, of course, according to the laws of nature. It's according to the laws of nature. We can't simply do whatever we feel like. Nature is developing us and is necessitating us to develop according to special stages in our development, because this is our will to receive, our ego that is developing through the phases of Shoresh, Aleph, Bet, Gimel, and Dalet, through these four discernments. And therefore the shoresh, it is the rootly discernment, and from it the ego develops through the phases of Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, and accordingly the four glasses. The four glasses, I'm still with the bowl. So, okay, let's move on to the glasses. Why four glasses, you're saying? Four phases of the development of the ego? Yes, it symbolizes the O, the light of the Chokhmah. We can add this word that develops our ego. And therefore, we have these different signs along the way, and on the way we drink these four glasses, and we also leave the glass at the end. That's how it is. The meal itself, the truth is that it's not connected to the Seder itself. You can have the Seder without the meal. You're saying if the guests came, we'll let them eat something. Everyone's waiting for the story to end to eat, right? But the main thing you're saying are these four phases, and every glass at the end of each phase, there's a glass that symbolizes what? Each and every glass symbolizes a greater and greater development of our ego and the recognition of our ego as something bad, where we have to advance, rise above, and get out of it. And how is this related to us today, these glasses? We have to understand that today our development has reached the end of the road. Today we're in a state like during the exodus of Egypt, and if we want, we will be able to rise to the next level of our development and to go through all of these horrific phases which otherwise might fall upon us and develop abundantly. Why wine? It's against the light of Chokhmah. What is the light of Chokhmah, simply put? It is a light that develops our ego, that causes me to develop it to a higher level, both higher level, broader level. I can't, I feel that I'm very restricted limited in my explanation. I can't explain it. If using ordinary words, then you have them in many books with all the stories and everything, but really the wisdom of Kabbalah, the way it explains it, with respect to the forces of nature, how it works on a person's internality and the surrounding nature and the whole world and all of reality and both worlds, this world and the higher world. only there can you see the truth. Okay, from what I remember, as kids, we were always expecting Elijah the prophet as a guest, and we prepare a special glass for him. We open the doors, we wait for him to come. We always prepare this small theatrical sketch as if he came and he drank the glass. He appears in the Haggadah, Elijah. You drink his cup, or how? On our Leil Seder, how do we know that Elijah came? Later on, you leave it till the morning and the cup disappears, the wine disappears. Yeah, he suddenly came and drank it. That's the sign that Eliyahu Navi, Elijah the prophet, visited us on the Leil Seder on Passover Eve. But how is he relevant to the Leil Seder? Elijah, the prophet, he symbolizes the angel, that force which delivers us from exile to redemption. And both then and also now, he is doing this action. It's a special force called so in nature. It's called Eliyahu Hanavi. And we're constantly expecting for this force to influence us, to work on us, for it to give us a direction in life, to open our hearts and minds a bit so that we'll be able to develop in a good and nice way towards connection between us up to the point of love another as thyself, that it's alive, existing, working, and bring us to the peak of development. We have to invite him, or he simply comes. It's a sign that we want for it to come. Do we really want for it to come? This is a question. What do you mean, do we want it? Everyone wants redemption. We all want to improve the situation. If you want to improve your egoistic state, for it to be a bit better, it doesn't mean to invite Elijah. It means to invite some kind of help from the bank or from some other place or your boss at work.